For generations, cloves have been used as a simple kitchen remedy for toothaches, mouth discomfort, and bad breath. But what if this tiny, fragrant spice could do more than freshen your mouth? Imagine placing just one whole clove under your tongue and leaving it there for a few minutes. You may feel warmth, perhaps a tingling sensation. But could something be happening beneath the surface? Something connected to your blood vessels, circulation, or overall sense of vitality? The area under your tongue is not ordinary. It contains a thin membrane known as the sublingual mucosa, surrounded by a network of small blood vessels. This is why certain medications are sometimes placed under the tongue for faster absorption. But does the same principle apply to a clove? Some people claim that 5 to 15 minutes under the tongue can improve blood flow, support the heart, sharpen mental clarity, or even help regulate blood sugar, especially in men over 60. Are these claims based on real science, or are they simply exaggerated natural health stories? Stay with me until the end, because we'll examine what may happen minute by minute, separate possible sensations from proven benefits, and reveal the important safety precautions you should know before trying it. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what happens when you place one clove under your tongue, and what science really says about it. Why place a clove under the tongue? Cloves contain a powerful natural compound called eugenol, responsible for their distinctive aroma, spicy flavor, and warming sensation. Traditionally, people chew cloves and swallow them, allowing their natural compounds to pass through the digestive system. Placing a clove under the tongue follows a more direct approach. The tissue beneath the tongue, known as the sublingual mucosa, is thin and surrounded by a dense network of small blood vessels. This special area allows certain compounds to come into close contact with the body's circulatory pathways. As saliva gradually softens the clove, it releases eugenol and other aromatic compounds, creating a sustained interaction with the tissues beneath the tongue. This is what makes the sublingual method different from simply swallowing a clove. The warmth, intense flavor, and tingling sensation signal the release of the clove's natural oils. Eugenol contributes to the clove's antioxidant, antimicrobial, and soothing properties, making this spice valuable in traditional wellness practices. By keeping the clove under the tongue for several minutes, you allow its compounds to remain in contact with this highly sensitive area instead of passing immediately into the stomach. This simple technique combines the power of a traditional spice with the body's unique sublingual absorption pathway. Always use one whole culinary clove and avoid concentrated clove oil in the mouth. Before we continue, if you've ever chewed cloves, click like and comment yes below. The first 5 minutes. How eugenol interacts with your blood vessels. The moment you place a clove under your tongue, its powerful natural oils begin to spread through your saliva. The first sensation is often a gentle warmth, followed by tingling and the intense spicy flavor of eugenol, the compound responsible for much of the clove's activity. Eugenol interacts with sensory TRP channels, including TRPV1, while research has also observed its action on TRPV4 channels in the endothelial cells lining blood vessels. These channels help the body respond to chemical and physical signals. In experimental studies, eugenol has encouraged the relaxation of certain blood vessels, a process known as vasodilation, which allows them to widen and support smoother blood movement. Eugenol has also demonstrated effects on platelet activity. Platelets help blood clot, and studies have shown that eugenol can reduce their aggregation under specific laboratory conditions. This explains why cloves continue to attract attention in discussions about circulation and cardiovascular wellness, particularly among adults over 50. During these first 5 minutes, you are not simply tasting a spice. You are introducing a concentrated plant compound to one of the mouth's most sensitive absorption areas. However, never use cloves to replace prescribed heart or blood-thinning medication. The 15-minute effect. Mental clarity and healthy blood flow. After about 15 minutes, many natural health enthusiasts describe a noticeable shift in the way they feel. They associate this moment with greater mental clarity, a calmer heartbeat, improved circulation, and a stronger sense of energy. The explanation often focuses on nitric oxide, a natural molecule produced by the lining of blood vessels. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax, widen, and maintain healthy blood flow. Research on eugenol, the main active compound in cloves, has shown vasodilating effects in experimental models involving blood vessels. As the clove remains in contact with saliva and the tissues beneath the tongue, its aromatic compounds continue to release their powerful flavor and warming sensation. This may create a feeling of alertness and freshness, especially when used as part of a calm morning routine. However, the experience is not the same for everyone, and a sensation of clarity does not necessarily indicate that eugenol has reached a specific concentration in the bloodstream. Cloves have also attracted attention because their compounds interact with pathways connected to inflammation. Laboratory and animal studies have observed effects involving inflammatory signals such as NF-κB and cytokines, including IL-6 and IL-1 beta. These findings help explain the traditional interest in cloves for joint comfort and general wellness, but they do not mean that one clove can instantly eliminate inflammation in the joints or back. Cloves have also been studied in relation to blood sugar. Some research using concentrated clove extracts has reported changes in glucose levels, but this does not make a whole clove a diabetes treatment. For that reason, enjoy cloves as a spice and wellness practice, not as a replacement for prescribed care. Cloves and blood sugar regulation. There is another reason cloves attract attention in natural health discussions: their possible relationship with blood sugar. Eugenol and other polyphenols found in cloves have been studied for their influence on glucose metabolism, insulin sensitivity, and the way cells absorb and use glucose. In laboratory experiments, clove compounds have encouraged glucose uptake by certain cells, suggesting that they may help the body process sugar more efficiently. This is particularly interesting for men over 50 who experience energy crashes after meals, frequent cravings, or fluctuations in blood sugar. Instead of allowing glucose to remain elevated in the bloodstream, the body needs to transport it into cells, where it can be used for energy. Clove compounds may support some of the biological pathways involved in this process, which explains why cloves are sometimes described as a natural metabolic regulator. Human research has also examined concentrated water-soluble clove extracts. In one small pilot study involving healthy and pre-diabetic volunteers, daily supplementation over several weeks was associated with lower post-meal glucose levels and increased glucose uptake in laboratory testing. However, this evidence concerns a specific extract taken regularly, not one whole clove placed under the tongue for a few minutes. That distinction is important. A culinary clove can be part of a balanced diet, but it should never replace diabetes medication, medical monitoring, or healthy lifestyle habits. People using insulin or other glucose-lowering drugs should speak with a healthcare professional before increasing their clove intake, because combining products that lower blood sugar may increase the risk of hypoglycemia. Cloves may support metabolic wellness, but they are not a guaranteed treatment for insulin resistance or diabetes. The precise protocol for safe use. If you choose to try this traditional practice, keep the process simple, measured, and gentle. Begin with one whole culinary clove that is clean, dry, and free from visible mold or damage. The rounded end of the bud contains aromatic oils, but there is no need to search for a special shape or use more than one clove. In this case, increasing the quantity does not guarantee a stronger or better result. Place the clove beneath the front or middle part of your tongue, where it can remain comfortably in contact with saliva. Do not push it far toward the back of your throat, where it could cause discomfort or trigger gagging. Leave it in place for approximately 5 minutes, allowing saliva to soften the clove and release its natural flavor and aroma. If the sensation becomes intense, remove it immediately. Afterward, you may discard the clove or chew it gently before swallowing. Keep the amount small and never repeat the practice several times in a single session. Stop if you experience strong burning, swelling, mouth irritation, rash, dizziness, nausea, or difficulty breathing. Most importantly, use a whole culinary clove, not clove essential oil. Essential oil contains a highly concentrated amount of eugenol and can irritate the mouth. Large ingestions have been linked to serious toxicity, including liver and kidney injury. People taking blood thinners, living with bleeding disorders, or using diabetes medication should speak with a healthcare professional before using cloves regularly, because eugenol may affect clotting and blood sugar. A single clove may look small, but it contains natural compounds that continue to attract scientific interest. Still, healthy circulation and lasting vitality depend on more than one remedy. They also require regular movement, balanced nutrition, quality sleep, and proper medical care. If you choose to try this practice, use only one whole culinary clove and listen carefully to your body. Never replace prescribed medication with a natural remedy. If you found this video helpful, like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more evidence-based health content. Share this video with someone who may benefit, and comment "Ready" below. Take care of your heart, protect your health, and I'll see you in the next video.